Okay, so this is how the random waypoint generator works. We're on perchance.org. I've got my coordinates set for this a big rectangle around the state of Arizona. And all I have to do is hit randomize. And now we have some coordinates. The next step is to plug these into Onyx to see if this is on public or private land. And we watch the map thing happen. And it looks like it is on BLM land, so this is a possibility. It does appear to be near the Arizona Trail. The next step is to kind of see if there is a road that is accessible for a Nissan Juke. To be honest, I'm not sure that is entirely possible. And given that this is summertime, I am not exactly anxious to walk a whole bunch of miles in hot weather, so I would discard this one and then find another. This process basically continues until I find something that falls within my rules. This one is Arizona State Trust land, which supposedly is restricted, so I'm not sure what that means. Looks like it's right on the edge of some private property. This is probably another one that I would discard. So we'll just go ahead and look at a waypoint that I have already plugged in, such as this one. The reason why I went ahead and saved this for a future adventure is it's pretty close to a passable road. Kind of an easy hike up a hill. It is on, I believe it's BLM land, so it's completely and totally doable. So that is a basic overview of how I go and find a waypoint. I also use Gaia GPS and Google Maps just to kind of set up the route to get there, a hiking path, or whatever is necessary to get the most information possible to make for a good adventure. All right, well, here we are on a random GPS coordinates goose chase today. Just arrived at my parking spot. And this is where I will be starting today. It looks like we have a gate to cross. I've checked, this is supposed to be National Forest land, so probably law-abiding today. But unfortunately, gonna have to start up climbing that hill. Yay. It's about 85 degrees out, so it's gonna be a toasty one. Will I see horses? Probably not. But if I do, I hope they are horseyed around. Probably should mention that today's adventure is near Nogales, Arizona. I'm fairly close to the border, but I suspect I won't see a whole lot of migrants or anybody else. Okay. This hill's gonna kill me. Today's lens is a Konica Hexanon AR 40 millimeters f.18. Pretty good for landscape shots. That's not too zoomed in, not too tight. Well, I just climbed over 200 feet in a very short distance, and I'm feeling it already. I have no idea why I picked a trail that was instantly going to kick my butt like that. However, I think the worst of it should be over. However, nothing out here but hills, it looks like. It's really hard to show it on the camera, but that's a super steep hill with a lot of loose, slippery rocks. Adventuring, it's hard. So I thought about going cross country, but the problem with Arizona, everything wants to poke and jab at you, and it's just too much undergrowth to be comfortable doing that. All right, somehow got up that hill. That was a brutal one. So this is the point we're going to start going cross country to my coordinates. Hope there's maybe a cattle path to reduce the underbrush. Maybe about a half mile to go. Hi, cows. Did you make a game trail for me? Well, it turns out at the end here, I'm gonna have to do a little bit of cross country. Got lucky at game trails before, but it's just gonna be weeds now. Literally gonna be in the weeds. So it appears this tree is the spot of the random geopoints. It's a pretty awesome view up there at Mount Wrightson. Off in the distance, which is next to Madeira Canyon. Over there, border town in Nogales, Arizona and Sonora. And as you can see, a whole bunch of scrub brush out there. Made the tactical error, took the wrong ridge to get here, had to dive through a wash. Think going back, gonna be heading back this direction, intersected the road, and then head back to the car. I may or may not film, but if I see something interesting, I'll let you know. Okay, we're back to the road. This portion here I'm kind of worried about because it's so slippery with the footing. I don't really want to tumble 200 feet down it. Then the big problem is I got to go right back up again, followed by going down yet one other hill before I get back to the car. Really quite beautiful out here though. Yay! Got eyes on the Juke. I had a car stolen when I was about 20. So it always feels good when I see my car at the end of a trail. All right, so I have one bonus random coordinate to come to today. It looks like I can drive almost right up to it. The dirt road that leads to it doesn't seem to be too bad for a Juke at least. So I'm going to continue on down that, see how close I can get, and then walk the rest of the way. Luckily, I don't think I'm going to be going over huge hills like earlier, which is a great thing. All right, I've gone about as far as I want to go in a car. Luckily, somebody did some grading on this road recently, so it's pretty much passable. A little sketchy. But going down towards the waypoint, yeah, this is on foot. But it's only like 1,000 yards or feet or something like that, so very doable. Should be there and back in no time. All right, we are almost to the waypoint. It's right by one of those stock tanks for cattle, so you can have something to drink in the desert in the summertime. Looking a little bit low, but we've had a dry winter. Believe the waypoint is just right over here. I'm gonna go check. All right, I've arrived at the spot. It was super easy to get to from the car. Just on the other side of this stock tank. I scared some ducks when I got here, but that's not the first time that's happened. It's probably quite a place for migratory birds to stop and get a drink, take a bath, whatever else birds do. Anyways, nice breeze. Nowhere near as hot as the other one, so I'm gonna call this good and head back to the car. I want to get back to Tucson and make myself some dinner soon.